Have you ever pondered why people believe what they believe? How do these beliefs form and why do they persist, even in the face of contradicting evidence? The mystery of beliefs is an intriguing one, intertwined with the complexity of human psychology, personal experiences, and societal influences. Some beliefs are grounded in reality, backed by robust evidence, while others, fascinatingly, are not. Consider for a moment the role of poor evidence in shaping our beliefs. A single, unverified anecdote can sometimes hold more sway than a plethora of scientific studies. Then there's the power of societal norms, the collective consciousness of what is deemed true or false. It's a potent force that molds our perceptions. And let's not forget the influence of false assertions, especially those made by influential figures. These can seep into our belief system, taking root despite their inaccuracy. Beliefs are not formed in isolation. They are influenced by a myriad of factors, some of which we may not even be consciously aware of. Often, beliefs are not founded on solid evidence. Rather, they emerge from a hazy pool of half-truths, assumptions, and misconceptions. This hazy pool, clouded with uncertainty, is where many of our beliefs take root, and it's quite a fascinating phenomenon to explore. Consider how often we accept things at face value, without probing into the validity of the source or the reliability of the evidence. This is especially true when the information comes from a figure or institution of authority. We tend to place implicit trust in such sources, often without questioning their credibility. This is because we have been conditioned to respect and trust authority, a societal norm that is deeply ingrained in us. But what happens when these authority figures make false assertions? Unfortunately, these assertions can often be accepted as truth and can reinforce poorly founded beliefs. For example, a politician might make an inaccurate claim about a social issue. Despite the lack of evidence supporting their statement, people might believe it simply because it comes from a figure of authority. This belief, founded on poor evidence, can then shape public opinion and societal norms. Further compounding this issue is the collective nature of societal beliefs. When a certain belief is widely accepted in society, it can be difficult for individuals to challenge or question it. This societal pressure to conform can lead to the reinforcement of poorly founded beliefs, creating a cycle that is difficult to break. Moreover, the media plays a significant role in shaping our beliefs. It often presents information in a way that aligns with societal norms and expectations, further reinforcing beliefs that may not be founded on strong evidence. In this way, the media, authority figures, and societal pressures all contribute to the formation and reinforcement of beliefs based on poor evidence. When faced with poor evidence, our minds often fill in the gaps with societal norms and authority assertions, creating beliefs that may not stand up to scrutiny. It's a powerful reminder of the need to critically evaluate the evidence behind our beliefs, to ensure that they are grounded in truth and reality, and not simply a product of half-truths, assumptions, and misconceptions. Why do people avoid evidence that contradicts their beliefs? The answer lies in psychological phenomena like the Semmelweis reflex and cognitive dissonance. Let's start with the Semmelweis reflex. This reflex is named after a physician from the 19th century called Ignaz Semmelweis, who discovered that childbed fever mortality rates dropped dramatically when doctors washed their hands. However, his findings contradicted the medical beliefs of his time and were largely ignored, leading to what we now call the Semmelweis reflex, the tendency to reject new evidence that challenges established norms. Imagine then that you're a physician in the 19th century. You've been practicing medicine for years, confident in your methods, when a colleague suggests something as simple as hand washing could save lives. It's a shocking revelation that contradicts everything you've learned, and you might reflexively reject it, not because of the evidence, but because it challenges your deeply held beliefs. Now let's talk about cognitive dissonance. This is a psychological theory that suggests we have an inner drive to hold all our beliefs and attitudes in harmony and avoid disharmony, or dissonance. When we're faced with evidence that contradicts our beliefs, it creates dissonance. To resolve this uncomfortable feeling, we might ignore the evidence, rationalize our beliefs, or even change the evidence in our minds. Consider a smoker who knows that smoking is bad for their health. When confronted with evidence of the damage smoking causes, they might ignore it, rationalize that they won't get sick, or convince themselves that the studies are flawed. It's a way to protect their belief that they can smoke without consequences. Both the Semmelweis reflex and cognitive dissonance reveal our human tendency to cling to our beliefs, even in the face of contradicting evidence. It's a natural defense mechanism, a way to maintain our sense of self and navigate a complex world. These psychological barriers can make it difficult to change our beliefs, even when faced with compelling evidence. A prime example of belief persistence is the idea that the Earth remained at the center of the universe for hundreds of years, until around 1994. This belief, known as geocentrism, was deeply ingrained in society, despite the mounting evidence that suggested otherwise. It was the cornerstone of our understanding of the universe, shaping our perception of our place within it. The scientific evidence contradicting this belief began to pile up, with astronomers like Copernicus and Galileo presenting compelling arguments for a heliocentric model, where the Earth revolved around the Sun. Yet, these voices were often dismissed or even persecuted in their time, as their theories challenged the status quo. Here we see the Semmelweis reflex in action, the reflex-like tendency to reject new evidence or new knowledge because it contradicts established norms, beliefs, or paradigms. It took until the late 20th century, around 1994, for this belief to be widely discarded. This example demonstrates the power of societal beliefs and the resistance to change, even in the face of overwhelming evidence. In today's post-truth world, the influence of beliefs is more powerful than ever. This dynamic era is a battleground where facts are often overshadowed by beliefs, misinformation, and bias. It's a time where truth seems subjective, molded by personal and societal beliefs, rather than grounded in objective reality. This era is a testament to the power of persuasion and the sway of collective beliefs, even when they challenge established facts. In this era, the battle for truth is not just about facts, but about the beliefs that shape our perception of reality. We have embarked on a journey through the complex landscape of human beliefs. We've explored how beliefs form, often shaped by poor evidence or societal norms. We've delved into our innate resistance to contradictory evidence, highlighted by phenomena like the Semmelweis reflex and cognitive dissonance. We've also touched on the unsettling era of post-truth, where subjective feelings often overshadow objective facts. Understanding the intricacies of belief formation and influence can help us navigate this post-truth world with a more critical eye and a more open mind.